Welcome to the Jonathan Ross Show. Well, the wait is over. 007 is back on the big screen. James Bond in Skyfall. Are you excited? I'm excited. At the premiere, Daniel Craig showed up on the red carpet not looking his best. Anyone see these pictures? There he was, look. He was suffering from the one enemy that even he can't beat, man flu. Yeah, he had to be virtually carried into the cinema, but luckily, Q sorted him out with a quantum of Lemsip, so he's feeling... Dame Judi Dench was there as well, of course. We all love Dame Judi. She turned up for the premiere with this on her neck. She's got that on her neck there, 007 there. And that's a cautionary tale, my friends. That's a warning of what could happen if you go to a short-sighted vajazzalist. Well, thank you. Do you guys know what the vajazzle is, or have you been out of the country? Because you're touring all the time. Do you know what a vajazzle is?
I've heard of it, yeah.
Of course, it's always the drummer. And Britain has a new tennis star, ladies and gentlemen. He's moving up in the world rankings, and I have to be very careful when I say that. Let's have a look at him. Elton John, nicknamed Racket Man. I can't tell. Is that AstroTurf? Not the court on his hair. Is that AstroTurf? That's a great picture, though. Oh, I think I prefer the one they took of Elton later in the day, when the game got more relaxed. So you see, it was... Muse deliberately not looking at that in case they go blind. Now, in recent times, we've seen many talented dogs, of course. We all have a talented dog. Dogs that can dance, dogs that can act in Oscar-winning movies. But for me, nothing beats a dog that can sing, especially when it does the hits of Gwen Stefani. Look at this. Never mind you guys, that's the greatest live act in the world right there. Hey, how excited are you? I'm so thrilled. We've got them right here. If you've never seen them live, this is going to be a treat for you. The fabulous Muse, ladies and gentlemen. There they are. Stick around. A whole song live at the end of the show. It's going to be great. Let's see who else is on the programme tonight. My first guest is quite simply a global superstar. It is Kylie Minogue, OBE. There she is. Let's go. Kylie, you look fabulous, of course.
Thank you.
You look as great as you did when you first shot to fame. What is the secret of your eternal youth and beauty, Kylie?
I sleep hanging upside down.
Kylie Minogue, ladies and gentlemen, she'll be out here, and we have a special treat for you as well this evening from Kylie, so... Next up, we have one of the best young comedians in the country. It's Mr. Russell Howard. Russell, can I just check something before we get you... Is it true you have 40 cousins?
I do, yes. Yeah.
40 cousins? Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, pretty cool, eh?
That's so West Country.
Oh, nice, yeah. We all live in a big shoe.
Russell Howard, ladies and gentlemen, he has his own BBC Three show at the moment, Russell Howard's Good News, and he's that rarest of things on BBC television. He's a TV star with blonde hair that you feel safe to watch. Wow, you've gone off Claire Balding. My next guest is Britain's best-known TV adventurer. He is the magnificent Bear Grylls. There's Bear. It's Bear, what a show. Great to have you here, Bear.
Thank you. Very nice to see you again.
Thank you, God bless you. Bear and I have so much in common, don't we, Bear?
We do, yeah.
We do.
We talk training regimes and survival techniques.
Both survivors, both sex symbols. We both faced, of course, also... I thought if I said it quickly, you wouldn't notice. And we've both faced the ultimate test of courage and daring, an appearance on Loose Women.
Well done. Did you survive that?
Yeah, you faced down a MacGiffin in her natural habitat. It was incredible. OK, before we get on with that, I've got to show you this, because I saw this news story, and, you know, I'm a very big animal lover, and I saw this story, and it just really touched me, and I wanted to show this clip that we tracked down, because a white whale called Knock has been recorded making noises that sound as if he's trying to talk to humans. They think he's picked up some words from the human divers that have been down there, and it was recorded by those divers. Take a listen to this. Maybe it's not as impressive as the build-up I gave it. But I think it is remarkable, and the good news for the whale is that Louis Walsh has put him through to the next round of X Factor. So he's one happy undersea mammal. Is he a mammal? They're mammals, aren't they? Whales, yeah. But the word they think the whale is trying to say is out. They think he's saying out. Let's have a listen, see if you can hear that. So that was... we cut off the other... obviously, he was saying other words, but that was the one they think he was saying. But I've listened to it a few times, and I think he was saying a few more words. I think you can also hear head, and I think also you can hear get you, and maybe even can't. So let's have a look at that together. I think he's been listening to Kylie. Amazing. Shall we get our first guest out, ladies and gentlemen? You know, there are some superstars so famous you only know them by the one name. Madonna, Prince, Jedward, and... two. And leading the pack, it's Kylie. Here she is. Lovely to see you again. Come sit down. Kylie Minogue. Wow. Kylie, you look spectacular. What a lovely frock you have on this evening.
Thank you.
And
oh, thank you.
Well, yeah.
Oh, shoe alert. They're on it already.
Wow.
Well,
wow.
yes.
They are the Laboutins. Labouchans.
Something like that.
Yeah, they're very lovely. Congratulations. I couldn't believe it when I read this, but 25 years in music now.
I know. I think I've known you nearly that long.
What do you think for you, if you look back? I know it's a big question, but what have the highlights of that 25 years been? Oh,
God. Firstly, getting a record deal. I mean, I was on Neighbours, as you know. So, yeah, Locomotion being a hit, which led to so many other things. Maybe performing at the Olympics.
Of course, yeah, must have been incredible.
Yeah.
So, you've got a new album to mark this 25 years, I guess. I don't know whether it was... It's kind of a greatest hits, but it's a very different one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's... I think it's just timely that it's happened in my 25th anniversary. It's a greatest hits, but all the songs were recorded at Abbey Road.
So it's called the Abbey Road Sessions.
Yeah. Genius. Marketing genius. And it's reinterpretations of a bunch of hits, either orchestral or very simple acoustic with a piano or guitar.
So you're going back over your career, and have you done kind of like, you know, all the big hits? Because some of them you would think, even though they were great fun at the time and Locomotion was great fun, you'd think, is that something you still want to do now? Is that something... Because some of them were a little cheesy.
Yes. Actually, some of the really cheesy ones are the best ones
When
now.
you do them differently.
Yeah, like I Should Be So Lucky, we all, you know... Yeah. I tried to escape I Should Be So Lucky for... I should be so lucky, 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 lucky. Well, now it's... the lyrics are actually really kind of sad.
So which part?
When it's slowed down and done...
Remind me of the lyrics apart from I should be so lucky, lucky, lucky.
None of the others matter, no. You know, does that mean I need to sing a little bit?
Well,
no.
I don't even want you to...
Well... No, actually, it's just... In my imagination, there is no complication. I dream it, Jonathan. That bit was silent. I've added that in. Jonathan, I dream about you all the time.
Wow.
In my mind, a celebration, the sweetest of sensation, thinking...
Jesus Christ, I've got to go in.
You could be mine.
Don't do that to a man of my age and lean in at the same time. That's as good as a written invitation. Well, you know, you said, would you sing a bit? But because I realised it's a kind of pared-down thing, so you don't need the big production. You're not doing dancers. And we said to Kylie, would you mind, even though we have Muse on this evening, would you mind doing a little performance? And you kindly said...
Going to do a little tiny, tiny tad in a little bit, yeah.
So we will have a performance for Kylie on the show this evening. What song are you going to do?
I'm going to sing a little bit of Never Too Late, which is a really good example of showing how a song that we thought was just a happy pop song...
A big dancey song.
...translated is actually very touching.
Well, let's have a look at a clip, because this is, you look, as I said, stunning, and this is a great montage of some of the songs from the Abbey Road Sessions that have been put together. Look at this. love that version of I Should Be So Lucky. That sounds really... It's like a really kind of a classic old talk song now.
Yeah.
That's out on Monday. I'm looking forward to that, and you are going to perform later on, as we said. Let me ask you about home life, love life, and that kind of thing, because you've been with this young man you're with for some time now. Mm-hmm. How many years now?
4 years.
Is it Andreas or just Andres?
Sound the alarm, 4 years.
Wow.
I think it's a record.
And I think it shows you in a good light you've gone for such an unattractive young man as well.
He doesn't roll out of bed looking like that.
I bet he rolls out of bed looking not better than I do, though. I'm sorry. You met him on an advert, didn't you? Is that right?
Yeah, we were working together. He was in his underpants.
Good Lord.
It was a terrible, tough day at work. I think I was standing on a box next to him for that particular shot. Which I could still do with these days. Yeah.
Was that just so you weren't groin height and you were only looking at that?
Yeah, that's okay now.
Still a great start to the day.
First day meeting was maybe a bit much.
But here's a Spanish gentleman.
Yep.
You're an Australian lady, although we've kind of adopted you and like to claim you as our own. Have you learned Spanish? Have you mastered the Spanish tongue?
No. Jonathan. Stop it.
Not even un poco?
Sí, un poco.
Wow, OK,
yeah.
OK. You must have a few phrases. If you're angry with him, do you use a kind of Spanish angry word? Have you learned that kind of thing?
I don't, but when he's watching football, because I am... With that settled, he'll watch the football and I'm around and he'll... I shouldn't even say it because I don't really know what it is, but I'm sure it's not a good word to say in Spanish. I just think he's going, oh, God. But it's like, joder. I don't know if anyone speaks Spanish and I don't know what that means.
I think we do have some Spanish people in this evening.
And some others, I do know what they mean, but I wouldn't say those.
So the one was jovers.
Joder.
What does jovers mean?
Oh, is
okay,
it? Oh, great.
But I can't actually genuinely. I mean, and you have this reputation. You are very, you seem very sweet-natured, and I know you go out your way. Even when the paparazzi are driving you crazy, you always seem to smile. You seem to have got that under control. You seem very good-natured. Do you get grumpy much at home? Is he the guy who kind of sees that side of you?
Is there not a woman sitting in front of you? Do I get... Girls. Even if you are the sweetest person on earth, yeah, you get grumpy.
What is it that makes you grumpy, Kylie?
Running late.
I've only seen smiley Kylie. What does grumpy Kylie look like? Can I see a grumpy Kylie face? Imagine we're leaving, we're going out somewhere together, because it could still happen, and... if you work on me, and I've kept you waiting, and you're late, and you know you're going to be late, and people are going to think it's you. They're going to think it's Kylie's fault.
OK, hang on. Let me just forget I'm here.
Forget you're here.
Sorry, I'll just erase that.
Genuinely,
it's quite strong, isn't it?
My hairs went up the back of my neck and I got cold. I really did for a second. It was terrifying. Congratulations. Can we talk about your backside, Kylie? Would that be OK?
Let me just ask it, because it's got its own PR team these days. Well, hang on. Yes.
I like the way you communicate with yourself. Because it is. When we think of Kylie, obviously we think of Kylie, and then we think maybe of Neighbours, and we think of the great pop hits, but then we do think of tiny micro shorts. It's a kind of an iconic
I don't know how it happened.
How did it happen? What happened?
OK, so, yes, I put in gold hot pants, but really, I didn't know that it would kind of...
They would take off.
Yes.
So to speak.
Yeah.
As Kylie said, she is going to perform for us a bit later on. We're going to give her a little break now, and then we're going to have you out here. But at the end of the show, we have Bear Grylls on, and he said to me, he said, I'd love to come on, I want to show you something, I want to teach you guys some sort of survival skills. And I said, that would be fun, that would be lovely, because Bear does it. Would you care to join in at the end of the programme?
I need skills, yes.
I think it's going to be some sort of a hunting challenge. Is that right, Bear?
It is, yeah. You always got to know how to get food if you're without food. So, yes, you're going to learn some skills that might one day save your life.
Well, that's great. So we'll see you perform in a minute, and we'll see you at the end of the show.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, the fabulous Kylie Minogue. Let's get